everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to work on the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 5 pouch. Volume 5 Part 1. I guess there's going to be a different project every month, which, yay. I'm not sure I'll participate in every single one of them, but, you know, I like useful stuff, so it depends on what they're going to make. Now, first off, I want to start off with, I hope you're all doing well and everybody is okay and you're getting some happy crafting in. I did take some notes. I wanted to say that on the Facebook page, the Roxy Journal of Stitchery Facebook page, if you haven't joined it, or if you have and you didn't see this, Sarah did say, she put out a statement on Facebook from Sarah that says, to clarify and avoid confusion, we are working on each project for the month, taking it slowly to give you an idea of how it will work for this month. Week 1, background. Week 2, embellishments. Week 3, closure, 2 different ways. And week 4, bringing it all together and finishing your pouch. It's okay to work along with us or go ahead and make more than one. Each person should go at their own pace. And don't worry if people are ahead. There are no pouch police. I think what's happened is a lot of people just jumped on it and made their pouch. And they didn't wait for the prompts. So they're not saying that you have to wait for each prompt by any means. But some people are like, I'm a beginner. I don't understand where these people finish theirs off. How did they know what to do? All that kind of stuff. And honestly, I mean, if you're going to play along, I think you should play along. I'm not a pouch police either, but it just seems fair that, respectful, I should say, that if you're going to play along with the group rules, that, you kind of wait and see what Sarah and Rachel come up with and tell us that they think will be done, what they're going to do next. I'm a bit tongue-tied today, so I apologize for that. I'm also sort of all over the place again. I don't know. It's the moon phase or something. I can't explain it. All right. Onward and upward. Now, I don't know if this shows it. I am going to turn this sideways. I am going to try and speak better English. I listen to all my British and Australian friends, and their English is so pretty. Hi, everybody. All right. I don't know if you can tell this, but this edge is a much straighter edge than this edge. So I think, let me pull up just a little bit. So this edge is way straighter than this edge. What I did was I seed stitched this edge, and that's going to warp it a little bit. However, that's not all bad. I should have told you to close your eyes and when to open them again. It's okay. It'll shrink it in a little bit. No big deal. I rounded my corners because I think I want this pouch to have rounded corners. To me, it's just a really pretty look. You can see I thread painted this rose and I really like it. I didn't heavily thread paint it. I did use numerous shades of pinks. So some of these on the bobbins are the same as some of these here, but these are the threads I used. And I just used, and this one, and I just used 2 strands. So I did do some thread painting, but it's not super duper heavy. I let some of the color show through that was already there. I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing these, not doing any of this. Now, I have invisible stitched all of this down. And I don't know if it shows, but you can sort of see my cream colored thread in there. So long stitches on the back, teeny tiny short stitches on the front that you can't even really see. However, this piece, I removed a piece there. It was, oh my goodness, I buried it now. Let's see, where did it go? No, 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 not you, not you. There it is. I think it was that piece, or it was this fabric, if it wasn't this exact piece. I didn't like it. It didn't blend in with the other more white, like this blue has white, that has white, that's cream. But like everything is more white. This was very, I don't know, too vintagey looking, even though I really like the fabric, too vintagey looking, and it wasn't fitting in well. And you can see my piece is warped because now this has drawn in from the stitching. So if you're going to do heavy, if you are going to do heavy stitching, like little teeny tiny seed stitching like I have in here, then you have to account for the fact that your fabric is going to shrink in. Yeah. So there is that. So I did round the corners, like I said, of the pouch. However, now I've thought about it, they pretty much have sort of mentioned in the videos that they will probably be doing the technique of, you know, fold this up and fold this down. The technique of putting fabrics around the edges. So to have a rounded corner is going to be kind of tricky. I can gather it there and, you know, put a like a pleat almost in there to get it to go around. But, you know, and then here it would be more along the lines of doing this. And they have mentioned that in the video. I'm not assuming it. They have mentioned it for sure. So I have, like, I really kind of like the pouch to be deep like that. I could get a lot more in it, but then this sort of, I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but the flap is not really the right size then. So, well, not size, but I kind of lose my design onto the other side, and I don't know that I want that. I've been real wishy-washy the last couple of days. I don't know what my problem is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with an upside-down butterfly, because honestly, when they're landing on things, they do look a little upside down sometimes. So I could make it like that and make my pouch really deep. This does not look straight at all. Who knows? And then that would be the back. But I don't know that I want it that. I don't know. Like I said, I've been really wishy-washy. It's terrible. I hate being wishy-washy. Really do. Dislike it immensely. When I'm, you know, you can be wishy-washy all you want. I just don't like it when I am. And I'm sure it doesn't come across well on YouTube either. So, makes for a long, boring video. All right, I have pulled some things out. I have lots of, these are little, these come on a spool like that. I haven't seen them again at Hobby Lobby. I bought this on discount, on clearance for 99 cents. So, yeah. I don't know. But anyway, I have these. So these are going to go somewhere. I have lots of Suffolk puffs. I have this thing, but I'm not crazy about it. Again, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, like, it could go there. It'd be okay. Trying to figure out which side's the right side. It's okay. I don't know. I have this, which I like. And I'm using one of these on my goddess, which is a whole different set of videos. I have lots of little pre-made Suffolk puffs and these things. What are these called? Hexagons, hexies. It's tough. Being me is tough some days. Don't know what's wrong with me. I've been sleeping like a log. It's the days that I don't sleep well that I have all kinds of energy and all kinds of, let's go, let's do it. And I'm all hyped up. On days after I've slept well a couple nights in a row, totally not good. Total blowout for me. All right. Maybe we'll put this here just to kind of cut that bold checkered look right there. I don't know if I'm going to stitch. I might stitch these flowers in the butterfly. I'd like to do more stitching on this one, and it might not be heavily embellished with this kind of thing, so I don't know. Now, I kind of like that right there. However, I don't know if I'm putting a button on this, and that would sort of interfere with that. So I don't think that's going to be a good place for it. I could put it here, but then I'm covering up. Let me move all this stuff over again. I could put it here, but then it's going to cover up my flower I did all that work on, and this flower, which I really love. So now I have a conundrum. Now I could put it there, a little bit away from the edge. Oh, life is so complicated some days, We went to the store today. We had a wicked bad. I really like that there. I don't know. Maybe I'll use a, wow. If I had one of those snap machines, I would put a snap somewhere up here and use it to snap in there. But I really want it there. I guess maybe I could put it there. And then it would be under the pouch, and when you open the pouch, you see it. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. I guess I can settle for that. Yes, we went to the store today to pick up groceries. Gosh. I mean, we got quite a bit. We got some large bags of vegetables. We got a package of 4 tissues. We got... kind of like that there because it sort of camouflages the corners. I want to put this somewhere. And then the rest was vegetables because that's all we eat. So, I mean, that's what vegans do, right? Nope, that's too close to that. When I was playing around with this, I had a place for this too. Now see if I put that there, and that's a button is going to go right in the middle of that. I'm not sure I like that either. And now I'm piling everything on underneath the flap. So why am I bothering? This is so hard. That's just too close to that. And that's part of the flap. Wow. I'm really having a tough time here. Okay. Let's take this off. And so, yeah, $110. It's just not a good thing. Well, that might have to go up there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. We had a wicked bad rainstorm Tuesday, and I'm filming this on a Thursday. Oh my gosh. I think they said it rained about 3.5 inches here. It's a lot of rain. It's really a lot of rain. Excuse me. And it was bad. I mean, we didn't get flooded right here where we are. However, see, I'm working on making that deeper again. Yeah, I think that's pretty. And it sort of covers up where everything meets there. All right, let's try that there. But around us, like north of us and west of us, and yeah, there are a lot of rivers around here. They really got over their banks, and yeah, so it was a pretty bad storm. And then that storm moved on up to Maine. Plus we had really bad wind. Ugh. I don't like wind. Wind makes me, even if I'm not out in it, wind makes me, I don't know. It does something to me, even if I'm in here and the wind is outside. Like, I get really weird in my head. And I hope you're pulling up a project and you're messing with your pouch or your design or whatever you're working on, because this is just going to be one of those days where it's just not. The other thing I could do is I don't know. I'm not sure I want to do that. I have an idea that I might, in the back of my head, end up using this as sort of a purse. And what I'd like to do, I think, is when I stitch it together, I might bring these in to give myself a bit of a deeper pouch. So if I brought these in, not doing a very good job of it, and stitched them together, I'd have a little bit of a deeper pouch in here. So somewhere in the back of my head, I'm like, well, if I do this, that won't work. And if I do that, then that won't work. That idea won't work. I won't be able to use it for that. So that's where I don't want to put a tie closure on it, because I wouldn't use it as a purse then. You know what I'm saying? It's just this weird, funky, idea I have. I don't know. I don't know why I would want to do that. But it's just this weird, funky idea I have. So bear with me while I struggle through this, or, turn me off. I'd rather you just let it play through. But, yes, so we had a lot of rain, and Tony hasn't been out to see Blue yet, so we don't know what the farm looks like. I'm sure it's a big mud pit. However, then it got really windy, like I said, and the wind is really good for drying out the land from a lot of rain. But so that was Tuesday. Yesterday was okay. It was still very windy. Today is Thursday, as I'm filming this, not as you're seeing it. And it's very sunny. It's not overly windy. It's like 51 degrees. Gorgeous. All right. Okay. And I'm still farting around with this thing. I'm going to put it to the side because I don't know what I'm doing with it. But these I want to stitch down right side up on here. I really love these little pink flowers. And again, Martha, and I think they're really pretty. So I'm going to stitch those down. That's a positive, that's exactly what's going to happen. And those are going to go there. Tomorrow, it's supposed to rain again. Tomorrow afternoon and night. And then, ooh, that's pretty. That covers it up. I could put something there, though. No, I know what I'm going to do there. Okay. Let's get some stitching done. This is ridiculous. I can't keep messing around like this. It's driving me nuts, and I'm sure it's driving you nutser. And I'm already 20 minutes in, haven't made any progress. Sorry. I don't mean to be that way. Some days are just like that, right? I hope you say that you have days like that too. Because if you don't, and it's just me, I'm a sad, sad case then. Come on. I've been doing a lot of stitching in the off-camera hours, and I can only do so much. I have really bad arthritis in this thumb. I actually had it injected once with steroids, cortisone, which I guess is the same thing. And yowie, that was not fun. That was not a fun experience. And it really didn't last long. Anyway, so we're supposed to have rain again tomorrow, and then possibly a snowstorm on Tuesday, which, you know, I'm not against having a snowstorm at all. I love snow. Causes a lot of grief for Tony. He gets very anxious about it, but we don't get that much snow here. Knock wood, usually. We have had years where we've had snowstorms and where we've lost power because of snowstorms. Of course, we've had years where we lost power and there was absolutely no storm. So there were those times too. But anyway, I love snow. I love to sit inside and watch it. I don't worry about anything. I just do what we got to do. Eat soup, eat warm food, you know, the fun stuff. Anyhow, yeah, so Tuesday we're supposed to have snow, and then I think the following, I don't know, Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday, we're supposed to have more rain. So, there's one storm after another coming across the United States. So if you're in those storms too, let me know where you are, where you live. And if these storms that are blowing across the U.S. are affecting you as well. Oh, Martha. Ay. Today, I tried something different for lunch. I had leftover homemade spaghetti sauce that I made. And let's see. Sorry, concentrating. I used it with some Siete almond flour tortilla shells, and I put the sauce and some lentils on mine, beans on Tony's. What else did I use? Onions on mine. When I roast vegetables or I want onions, well, actually, I don't like them roasted as much as I do in a frying pan with a little bit of olive oil, and I cook them up that way, saute them. And so I had some of those I needed to eat, and I had vegan cheese. And I'm trying not to eat a lot of stuff like the vegan cheese because really, I shouldn't. I should be only concentrating on pure plant-based food. But sometimes you just want like a cheesy, kind of dish. So anyway, put a little vegan mozzarella on there and put them in the oven. And they were pretty good. Next time I will pre-bake the almond flour tortillas though, because they got soggy in the middle and didn't really get crispy. So we had to use a fork and a knife to cut them up anyway, but they were good. And I had one broken tortilla and I made like chips out of it and put a little of what was left in the bottom of the cheese package on them. They were good too. So experimenting with new food is fun sometimes. I hadn't done that before. But we needed to eat the spaghetti sauce up before it went bad. Because food is expensive, in case I didn't mention that prior. So expensive. I can't imagine. I mean, we have to buy extra vegetables, more vegetables than the norm, because that's all we eat. We eat fruit and vegetables. That's all we eat. I mean, we have pre-made pasta once in a while, once or twice a month. We eat an organic bread that we get. We eat, what else do we eat that's pre-made? That's it. We make our own bean burgers, so we buy beans and we buy fruits and vegetables. I'm not a big fruit eater, but anyway. Yeah. So make our own sauce. We don't eat canned sauce. So we spend money on that, but we don't have to buy meat or fish. I can't imagine if we did what groceries would cost then, because I know those prices have gone like way high. I've seen videos where people like pick up a package of meat in the store and it's very expensive, like $15 for a hamburger, or what you guys might call minced meat, ground meat. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy expensive. So I guess I have no room to complain. Isn't that pretty? It's very sweet. Yes, I like that. Now, you might notice that I have not put a lining on my bag yet. That's because I'm not sure what I'm doing exactly on the inside. Again, if I were to make it for a pouch to carry around, like a cross-body bag, which is all the rage right now, instead of a fanny pack that you used to put around your waist, now they're putting them across their bodies. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be pretty to carry this around in the summer as a cross-body bag? And I was thinking that, I don't know if that's going to go there. Anyway, I was thinking, I did find this fabric, and this is what I'm using on the inside. This is some indigo dyed fabric that I did last year at Artistic Artifacts. And Linda, if you're watching this, let me know if you want any information on Artistic Artifacts, and maybe you'd want to go to the dye day they're having. It's April 19th. It's in Alexandria, Virginia. I know your daughter lives up in the Williamsburg area, and it would still be a very long, probably drive for you, and you'd probably have to stay overnight in a hotel. But the dye day is a blast. It's very fun, and you get to dye all this fabric. So let me know if you want any information on it. If you're on Facebook, Linda, find me. I'm under my name. You should be able to send me a friend request. Anyway, so I'm going to use this fabric because when it's like, I might even use that as the edging for that flap. And then this will come down. Look how pretty that is. When you open that and you see that blue up there. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, I love this fabric. So, yeah. Indigo dyed. This is the back side of it. That's pretty too. I have struggled with whether to use the front or the back. I mean, it just came out so pretty. And the front, this is a fabric that had little white lines running through it that when it's white, you really can't see those lines very well. But they're made of a different thread, polyester, and I don't think it takes the dye. So that's beautiful too. I mean, how can you not? But what I'm thinking is I might want to make pockets in here. So if I were to, I've seen it online, like if you do, if I were to go like that, right, then that would be a pocket. And then if I had like a piece on the end, like I didn't have a long enough piece, but if I wanted a second pocket, I would pull this up. So I'm not 100% sure I'm going to use this fabric, because if I want pockets in it, I have to make the pockets out of the lining. So I might need a longer piece of fabric than that to do it with. And I probably am not making any sense at all. And I apologize for that. Because I told you at the beginning I'd be all over the place. So yeah, let's stitch this on. More cotton thread. I did just buy a crossbody bag at Target. It's denim. I really like it. But it's not really a crossbody bag. It's a fanny pack. Because of the way they put the straps on, it hangs funny if you put it on your body as a crossbody bag. But it's really cute. Now, I don't mind wearing it as a fanny pack, but this would be a really pretty pouch, even if I do say so myself, to carry around and use as, I think this is the right side, to use as a, even if I just use it like if I take my walks and I want to throw my phone and my keys in it, it would be okay for that. But this is, I think this is going to be large enough that I could use it as a nice crossbody bag for you know, everyday use. So that's a thought too. I mean, if you really want to make something useful out of it, make something you're going to use every day. But we'll see. I may have big dreams for something that's, I may be working on this through June, if that's the case. But anyhow, so yeah, after we went grocery shopping, I said, I just want to go walk around Target for a little bit. I didn't have anything in mind. I hadn't shopped the weekly ad. I hadn't, you know, I didn't know if anything was on sale there. I don't get the ads. I just said, I want to go walk around in Target. Well, I found the crossbody bag, the fanny pack. It's not a crossbody bag, Martha. I found the fanny pack, and I love denim. I love denim anything. I love denim. I love lace. I don't wear lace, mostly because I never really thought I had the body for it. I'm working on that, but, you know, that can be a long haul to lose as much weight as I would have to lose to look pretty in lace. But anyway, and then we kept walking, and I've been looking for a certain kind of, I think the British and Australians call them singlets, but it's one that you wear under your clothes, kind of a midriff style. Not that I'd walk out in public with it like that. No, no, no. Would not do that. However, when I'm hanging around the house and I don't want to wear a certain undergarment on the upper half of my body, I also don't want to walk around with just a shirt on. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you women, you know what I'm talking about, right? And this little midriff singlet was in the pajama section, although I thought it was in the underwear section, but it wasn't. It was in the pajama section, and it's by Jockey. And I love Jockey underwear. It's all I've worn for years and years and years and years and years. I just love Jockey underwear. It just fits my body the right way. So when I saw this, tank top type singlet thing, they only had one in my size, and it's perfect. I absolutely love it. Brought it home, tried it right on. So, what are they doing now? It's a tractor. I'm looking out my window. Yeah, it's a tractor going up the golf course. Who knows what they're doing? I'm pretty sure the golf course is pretty mushy still. I mean, that rain was just crazy on Tuesday. So, there was that, and then Tony, the spouse, needed something, and we found it at a less expensive price than another store we had shopped at for it, which we didn't end up buying it at. But yeah, so that was a find. So we got those 3 things for a trip that wasn't supposed to end in a purchase of anything, really. I mean, I didn't have anything in mind. I didn't walk in there on purpose. I just wanted to go walk around a little bit. A store other than a grocery store. And honestly, I mean, could I have gone into one of the craft stores and walked around? Yeah, but I really don't need anything else right now. You know what I realized? I don't have much white lace. Like, even this is cream colored. It's not really white. All my stuff is like beige or old looking, vintage looking, but not a lot of white lace. I'm envious of those of you in Australia that can order from that one place that you can get the lace and the pretty wedding stuff for not very much money. Very nice. I think that's it. Yeah. All right, Martha, you've gone around the whole thing. You don't have to keep going around and around circles. Where is this? Okay. So that was a successful trip, and it was nice to be out in the sunshine and stuff. Still kind of cold when we were out, but it's warmed up now. If I could see what I was doing, it'd be a whole different story. Cream on white is just not a good thing for me. Okay. I tend to anchor things way too many times. Sure. Look at that. I got 2 things done that I'm happy with. Oh my goodness gracious. That and that. Okay. I think I'm going to let you go. This is really not going anywhere quickly, so I don't know if I should keep going, or I could put a button there if well, not really. See, here I go again. Look. If I put something there and put a button in it and put a loop in there, this would interfere with that. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do for a closure. I guess I have to wait until Rachel and Sarah show us some closures, and maybe something will click with me then. One other thing I wanted to look for. I was going to let you go, but I lied. So just deal with it. Let's see. I have these butterflies. I don't know how I want to cut into that fabric right now. I am such a hoarder. You should have seen the fabrics I pulled out. I hope you can hear me. Ay, ay, ay. You should have seen the fabrics I pulled out. I mean, I have a whole... I am hoarding this fabric because I know I can't get any more of it. But I do love the butterflies. And the flowers. What other butterflies do I have? Anything that'll go with this? I have this. This is very bright wild fabric. Not purple, not red, not orange. Nope, nothing there. Nope. Nope. I mean, I was pulling fabrics out for not only for this project, but for other projects. And I'm like, oh, I just can't bring myself to use that. Oh, I just can't bring myself to use it. I'm thinking, what the heck, Martha? You can't keep everything forever. That wouldn't work. That's really almost the only thing that would work. That wouldn't work. Nope. Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, wait. I did find something. Okay. Blue. I have this. Of course, probably all you're seeing is glare. Yes. I have this fabric, and I have lots of it. So I can cut butterflies out of that. There's a small piece. I should be able to get butterflies off that. I also have this. Don't like the brown. That's too big. Okay. What else? I had this fabric when I was making journals. Isn't that beautiful? I've got to find a way to use these because they're beautiful. The lilac and the blues. Yeah. It's really pretty panels. There's that. I don't know if I like those. More panels. Yeah, throw that over there to use. All right. Oops. I'd be looking all over for that. I would end up putting it in this bag and not know what the heck happened to my pouch. I've done that before. Picked up something on the back of something else. Looked and looked and looked for it. Couldn't find it until one day I came across it. Sorry, my eye itches. Let's see. I don't think these are going to work. I think they're a little too cartoony looking, maybe. Plus, they're really tiny. Concentrating. Straight lines, you know, which I still didn't get. All right. Well, that's not bad. Okay. Kind of like that. Just sort of patch that in there. That's not bad. Now see, if I go cutting around this, then I'm going to want to, it's going to be harder to stitch down. Just leave it, Martha. Just leave it and stitch it. Can I stitch it? Could I put that there? Right above that? Let's see. Let's pin it. Of course, I'm covering up all this beautiful fabric here now, but sometimes it's the way it goes. Okay. Nah. Nope. Still got to find a home for this because I really want to use it. So I think I'm just going to have to put it there. Well, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. Let's stitch that down. Why am I stuck? There we go. Okay. I'm stitching this down right there. Anyway, I was going to let you go. I don't really have much more to talk about. Weather we've had and weather we're going to get. And the cost of groceries. I don't do anything. I don't go out with anybody. I don't go anywhere. I don't... Oh, I already have thread. Yay. Let's just use what we already have threaded. I don't have a social life. Oops. Does anyone else ever think how great it would be if you, if there was a group that got together that stitched? I'm trying to get this. I think I'm going to have to do it without a pin. Trying to get it centered. That how great it would be to have a group that you could get together with and stitch. But then you think about it and you're like, okay, it's time to go and meet up with all these people that you want to stitch with. What do I take? Well, if I don't take my entire craft room, how am I going to know when I get there that there isn't something I've left behind that that's what I'm going to need to work on this project? I don't know if I could do it. I mean, just like now, I went digging for this stuff underneath my desk where I have little bins. I'm trying to get right on the very edge of that Suffolk puff. And there's a reason I want to do this, why I wanted to do this Suffolk puff right here. Which if I don't hurry, well, that might have to be the next video. Yep, because we're getting on in time. I'm going to sew this down, and my next video will show... I'll finish placing my embellishments. Mine are not going to be quite as... It's not going to be as heavily embellished with things. It's going to be more stitching than heavy embellishment. Than Sarah's. Sarah's looks like it's going to be very heavily embellished. Rachel looked like hers was going to be more sparse than heavily, not as heavily embellished as Sarah's. And I think that's kind of how mine's going to be. Mine's going to be more stitching and not as many embellishments, I feel. Just because I really love these fabrics and I don't want to cover them up with a lot of other stuff. So these are some of my favorite fabrics. That's what I used on this. And I think I'm going to keep it just for me. And like I said, maybe use it as a carrying pouch. I don't know. Little purse, add straps, or a crossbody bag and add straps. I don't carry a lot with me, so that's why it would be perfect for that. And why not carry my art around with me? So, okay, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to finish this, and when I come back with the next one, I will have it more embellished, and I will do what I plan on doing here. I have an idea for that. So everybody have a nice day, a nice week. Don't know which project I'll be back with. I've been working on the Goddess project and on my winter project. So, and for my brain, that's a lot. So take care of yourselves. Happy crafting, everybody. See you in the next one. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Sorry I was all over the place. Bye.